Chancellor, Vice-chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Cathedral chapter, it is my very great pleasure to welcome you here on this very happy occasion, and a particularly warm welcome to those who are graduands and their guests, for whom we hope this will be one of the great days of your life, and we are delighted that this should take place here in this great cathedral church. Liverpool Cathedral is one of the great buildings of the 20th century. It is the largest church in the United Kingdom, the largest Anglican cathedral anywhere, with the heaviest peal of bells in the world, right above the heads of those sitting in the central space this afternoon. And despite the best efforts of our friends at the Royal Albert Hall, it is in this cathedral that you will be listening and have listened to the largest pipe organ in the land. All of this was designed by a young man at the very beginning of his career as an architect, Giles Gilbert Scott. He was in his early 20s when he won the competition to build this great cathedral, a similar age to many of those who graduate today. And he would spend the rest of his life working on the design for this great space, refining it. And despite the devastation of 2 world wars and the many challenges which faced Liverpool during the 20th century, he saw it take shape. He did not live to see his work complete, but the inheritance he bequeathed to us is a breathtaking space, one which inspires awe and wonder as it seeks to speak of God to all who visit and enter its doors. We at the Cathedral value very highly our relationship with Liverpool Hope University, and we are pleased to add our congratulations to those whose hard work and achievements are being celebrated and honoured in the ceremony about to begin. So, welcome to the Cathedral. On behalf of all of us here, we hope this is a day which you will remember and treasure for many years to come. Thank you.
Shall we stand to pray together? God of wisdom, fill us with the truth that sets us free. God of joy, accept our gratitude, praise, and wonder. God of new beginnings, encourage those who graduate today in their next steps along the way. God of truth, freedom, and love, inspire our celebration. Bless those who have achieved so much and send us out to serve your kingdom in the world. In the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen.
First, could I thank Canon Miles Davis and the chapter of this great cathedral for allowing us to have our graduation ceremony here. And could I welcome you all who have come. Of course, I welcome first, I think, the graduates themselves who have achieved so much to get here. And also, I'd like to thank the parents, the friends, who have supported them for a long time now, before they actually came here. Thank you very much indeed. And I'd also like to thank the staff who are responsible for seeing that they pass their exams, which is not always easy, and how they prepare them for this ceremony and for life afterwards. I declare open this congregation for the conferment of degrees.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to this important day in the lives of our students who are receiving their degrees. And what real fun it is to have our parents and friends and the entire community turn out to celebrate this day. A special welcome to all our graduates, their families, and their friends. During the ceremony, we shall be conferring both undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. We shall also, in a few minutes, be conferring an honorary degree on the most innovative and inspiring leader, Pierre Giorgini, the president of the Catholic University of Lille, our special partner in France. He will be properly introduced in a short while by Professor Rees, the Dean of Arts and Humanities. A good university at best can only provide one with the raw materials and the opportunities to make something of oneself, to learn how to think critically and to make sound judgments. That's the qualities of an educated person. A good university is really like a good gym. You provide the best equipment you can, and you provide the best advisors, but it's your responsibility to use the gym. Otherwise, none of us will be stronger or healthier. As you know, Liverpool Hope was listed in the country, the top in the country for student support, in the top 10 in the UK for the quality of its learning resources. It is in the top 7 of all universities in the UK, old and new, for the percentage of staff with doctorates. It is in the top 4 in the northwest of England for research intensity. And then 2 weeks ago, it was among the 25% of universities to receive gold status for teaching and for teaching excellence and learning quality. The government defines gold status as those universities in the UK that have the highest quality of teaching and learning. And so there you have it. That is what I mean by a university providing you with the best, or the very best, raw materials and opportunities. Those of you who have grasped these opportunities have prepared yourself well for the next chapter in life, either stepping out into the world of work or into postgraduate study. 96% of our students were employed within 6 months of the last graduation, and 80% of them were in graduate employment. And that was a few points higher than the previous year, and I hope the class of 2017 are going to better that. And remember, the careers team are your supporters long after you graduate, so keep in touch with them. But ladies and gentlemen, a university education is not just about higher skills and finding jobs, as important as they are. A university education is about getting a higher education that prepares you not only for the world of work, but for the work of the world, that's how one of our honorary doctorates put it a few years ago. Our world needs visionary leaders, honest brokers, and selfless and generous public servants. It needs creative people with new ideas. It needs people who will serve the common good. Today, you bring honor to your families and to your community. And now you will go on to bring honor to this university, your alma mater, which in Latin means your nurturing mother. And I wonder, graduates, wouldn't you join me now in standing up and applauding those who have taught you, who are sitting quietly behind us, but have turned out in their wonderful colors to be with you today. So let's all get up, all the graduates, and let's applaud them. Thank you very much. A university establishes scholarship, and it has a complex mechanism under its Senate to assess whether you have earned its degree, whether you can legally write a BA or BSc or MA or MSc or PhD after your name. That's a legal right. We call that quality assurance, but really it's an attempt to see whether you've earned that degree. And you'll get that degree and you can start putting it after your name at the point our Chancellor puts the cap on your head. You've got the degree. And then the Pro-Vice-Chancellor will put your hood around your shoulder, which says, I've earned my colors. And so, before this congregation and before your tutors who are witnesses, you receive your degree. And no one can take that away from you. You have that for the rest of your life. Your grandchildren will remember that. But now it's over to you to make sure that society will accredit you. Now, they won't do it by marking exams and looking at your dissertations. We've done that. They will accredit you for what you do and what you stand for. And may your work and whatever you do from today contribute to a life that one day will be judged as generous, caring, and kind. We stand at this university for truth, beauty, and goodness. And we hope that you will go out and live those values. I said to yesterday's graduating class and the graduating class the day before, I told them the story of when my family and I came to England 14 years ago this month to take on this role of leading this wonderful university. One of the first letters my wife received was from her aunt in South Africa, who was once principal of a highly regarded college. In her letter of encouragement to us, she wrote, and now you have, I can almost hear her say this, now that you have settled in England, she wrote, what are you going to do for the society in which you find yourselves? And then in brackets he said, I don't mean for pay. She passed away last year, but her question still rings in my ears as Vice-Chancellor of this university. And graduates, I hope her question will be answered by you too. What are you doing, what will you do for the community in which you will find yourself? My warmest congratulations. You are now ambassadors of hope. Thank you.
Chancellor, by virtue of the joint mandate of the Senate and the Council of the University, Pier Giorgini is to be conferred with the degree of Doctor of Letters Honoris Causa of the University. Pier Giorgini was born in Givay in the Ardennes in 1953 to Suzanne Miette and Victor Giorgini, an Italian emigrant. After completing his baccalaureate at the local lycée, he studied at the National Communications Institute in Paris and graduated as an engineer. He is married to Claudine with 3 children and 4 grandchildren, and is a committed Christian who's been dedicated to social action throughout his career. He has held prominent positions in a range of organizations in France, which have involved leadership and innovation in teaching, research, and development. He began his working life at the National Institute for Telecommunications Executives at Villeneuve d'Ascq, and after working in various organizations, was appointed as Executive Director for Innovation at Orange in 2003. In 2007, he moved to the Catholic University of Lille, or Le Cateau as it's known locally, where he was appointed as Director General of the Higher Institute of Electronics and Digital and a Vice President. In 2012, he was appointed President Rector of the university and has recently been reappointed for a further term of office. He is the author of numerous books in which he has grappled with and sought to understand how the digital revolution impacts on humanity. He describes himself as a reflective practitioner who is conscious of the problems of our times. These are the ideas are the subject of his two most recent books, La Transition Thugante and La Thugante Recreation, co-authored with Nicolas Vaillant. It wasn't always so, though. As a schoolboy, he was at one point 28th in his class, until his father made a bet with him, the prize being a Meccano racing track, which resulted in a rapid ascent to first place. In 2012, he was awarded Ardennes Person of the Year, which reflects his continuing ties with the region. He pays tribute to his teachers, as we have done today here. Those teachers encouraged and supported him, and his wife Claudine for her steadfast support. He's been afforded one of France's highest honours, Officer of the Légion d'Honneur, and has been awarded the Palme Académique. In outlining his ideas about technology, creativity, and humanity, we can see the significant academic and practical contribution that he has made. In bestowing on him the award of an honorary doctorate, we next recognise his contribution to philosophical and ethical debates about reconciling technology with humanity. His vision and ideas are demonstrated in the ongoing work of the Catholic University of Lille, where his objectives are reflected in innovative approaches to learning and creativity. I'd also like to welcome to the ceremony today his wife Claudine, sons Antoine and Mathieu, and in her absence his daughter Elise, and friends Mr. and Mrs. Turner, as well as colleagues Thérèse Lebrun, Father Luc Debrel, and Anne-Marie Michel, who are both present with us. We are delighted in Liverpool Hope to work closely with the Catholic University of Lille, with whom we've developed a strategic partnership, and have founded together a transnational European institute with the aim of delivering common programs of teaching and research. And today we've opened the Lille office at Liverpool Hope, which matches the same office at Le Cateau, or the Catholic University of Lille. Thus, I present to you this distinguished man for admission to the degree of letters, honoris causa, in this university.
By virtue of my authority as Chancellor, and on behalf of the Senate and the Council of the University, I confer upon you, Pier Giorgini, the degree of Doctor of Education honoris causa of this university.
Thank you. So, Chancellor, Vice-chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear students, I'm proud and happy for 3 reasons about the honor your university is giving me through this prestigious award. The first reason is the wonderful convergence of values between our universities based on the Christian conception of mankind that we share. It's a living concept embodied in the way our universities are run. The way we take part in this experience shows the extraordinary modernity of the Christian message, which ceaselessly reinvents the world as we reach out to our God. The second reason finds its source in the immense admiration and respect that I have for my friend, Professor Pillet. He is more than committed to working for peace and mutual understanding between people within a vision which permanently moves upwards towards a greater humanity. The process of humanization is ongoing, and whilst numerous storm clouds are gathering, warning us of a post-humanity which may become sub-humanity. We need those men and women who believe and act against these trends so that it will become a full humanity. Finally, the third reason is the strength and richness of our partnership, this drawing together which we have decided to establish between our 2 institutions. The fact that this honorary doctorate is being awarded by the Faculty of Education strengthens even more solidly the backbone of our alliance, ceaselessly working to transmit the meaning of what has gone before, respect for tradition, and, at the same time, creativity and imagination for the future. Let us speak a moment about this future. I spoke in my first book of the lightning transition, which describes what we are experiencing now on a planetary scale. I think, like many today, that this lightning transition, which is at the same time coupled by a digital transition, which in return amplifies and accelerates it, is not simply a change of tools. To be understood, it cannot be reduced in the thinking of the teacher to the dazzling increase in the capacity or speed of accumulating data, processing or transmitting of information, and even, in a wider sense, of knowledge. It is situated at the heart of an epistemological revolution and probably of an anthropological one. It no longer only questions how to pass on knowledge, but also and above all, what to pass on. The interaction between the design of the places where knowledge is transmitted and the values they convey is more and more crucial in the field of education. We are converging to a knowledge world where the structure is made by the reader rather than the author, which is built up as he goes along, navigating and consulting sites. Everyone is knowledgeable, or at least supposedly so. On a social level, we are moving from an organized and hierarchical world where the knot is more important than the threads, to a knitted and cooperating world where the threads are more important than the knot. We are moving from organized collaboration to an open ecosystem co-elaboration. We can only watch the emergence of new democratic forms where equality and dignity is no longer a demand formulated by enlightenment, but a factual reality transmitted by online media, tweets, including from the American president, and social networks. Organized systems have learned over 5 decades to center their processes on those who benefit from them, their customers and users. They must henceforth learn to include those who benefit as full partners in the processes focused on the profit they expect to make. This is true for the customer, the patient, the citizen, but also for the student. It is observable in every paradigm of collaboration. The customer claims his place as a consumer protagonist, and even with the 3D printer as a consumer designer centered on the expected benefit. The patient or sick person, doped by the medical internet demands, more and more strongly is placed as a full partner in a health system focused on healing. The student can access knowledge anywhere and everywhere, and just in time finds what he needs. He thinks he can claim equality with the knowledgeable in acquiring and collaborating knowledge. Whether it be between machines, between men and machines, or between men themselves, the traditional paradigms are blown to pieces. This is what Alain de Vulpian calls the metamorphosis. At the same time, this metamorphosis brings with it an unprecedented crisis in meaning. The significances of closeness in global sense are profoundly transformed. It produces disruption in the meaning of distance, for example. Space is transformed by the possibility of teleporting oneself in an instant to the other side of the globe. Time is shaken up by the possibility of mixing time frames by using technoscience or creating fixed or animated digital objects in a hologram. Symbolic and psychological closeness, the place from which one is speaking, may become multiplied by the distribution of avatars or the creation of multiple identities on social networks. Moreover, for the first time in human story, from the atomic bomb to ecological and climatic risk, the spectre of the disappearance of humanity, as we know, has passed from the domain of belief and superstition to the domain of empirical science. This migration of the idea of a possible apocalypse from the ontological to the epistemological field confronts us with the death of mankind in the future. It is making it indispensable for us to move forward from a human society established primarily for economic reasons to a human society conceived of primarily from an ethical point of view. Confronted with all that, we must ask ourselves how to fulfill our primary mission to accompany you, young people, as you gain your liberty and your autonomy. That means your ability to think for yourself, to be more significant than the things which appear to determine your fate on the biological or cultural planes. The question is how to facilitate your access to autonomy in a society whose future is harder and harder to predict in a more and more complex world. And above all, helping for that the world you have to construct continues to make sense for you and to give you hope. Thus, with our dreams, with the means at our disposal, we are trying in Lille, as at Liverpool Hope University, to change our ways of thinking in order, along the way, to invent methods of teaching relevant knowledge for an enjoyable future. It might be seen as risky, but also as a terrific collective venture. This is the Christian conception of mankind that we share and is the fuel of our hope, which never fails, as St. Paul reminds us. Thank you.
The university's Service and Leadership Award is offered as an extracurricular programme involving service-based experiences, development of leadership potential, and the equipping of students for a career in a rapidly changing world. It is a direct enhancement to a degree, as something which is complementary but different and which has a distinct value-added component. It is for those who particularly want to make a difference in this world, to be involved in the development of a moral and ethical society, and to gain an understanding of social justice. There are 36 students who have worked hard to complete the Service and Leadership Award and are graduating this summer. We celebrate their achievement across the graduation ceremonies this week, and today we welcome 15 of them to the platform. They are Hayley Biggs, Laura J. Cole, Jessica Crockett, Cheyenne Farrelly-Traynor, Katie Glenn, Lily Hartley, Maisie Hesketh, Rebecca Linwood, Hannah Millington, Alexandra Porgorban, John Starkey, Kerry Ward, Shireen Weaver, Olivia Wiles, and Leanne Yowett. Please join me in congratulating them.
Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you for admission to the degree of Doctor of Education to this university the following candidates.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, I admit them to a degree of Doctor of Education in this university.
Professional Doctorate in Education. Marie-Michelle Gilbert Chung Kim Chung. Title: Voice, Hope and Identity. Educational Journeys of Adult Returners of the first Open Community School for Adults in Mauritius. This thesis is an original contribution to learning in that it offers a voice to mature students and gives an insight on their motivations and lived-in experience as adult returners, particularly those of the Creole community of Mauritius, belonging to a minority group. The research design that forms the case study is based on a constructionist epistemology, with a theoretical perspective of interpretivism and phenomenological, philosophical underpinnings. The data collection strategies are secondary data, survey, and narratives. A conceptual framework is built around 3 key themes, identified within the overarching theme of participation. These were challenges, motivations, and outcomes. The research offers new understandings on whether the adult returners can reverse the experience of education through a second chance programme, and whether there is a change in their social, human, and identity capital. Thus, I present to you for admission to the degree of Professional Doctorate in Education in this university, Marie-Michelle Gilbert Chung Kim Chung.
Professional Doctorate in Education, Joan Leslie Rigg. Title: How is Year 4 pupils' performance on 3 types of word problem influenced by their mathematical self-constructs, self-explanation, and metacognitive behaviors? This research investigated how primary school pupils aged 8 to 9 years solved mathematical word problems. It explored the influence on self-confidence and the use of prompted self-explanation, where pupils explained their problem-solving steps, acting as a peer model for a fellow pupil. 2 classes took part in this research. Compared to the class that did not receive the self-explanation intervention, pupils in the research class learned new ways of solving problems and enhanced their mathematical knowledge, self-confidence, and performance. Prompted self-explanation helped pupils create thinking strategies which might not otherwise be available to them. The technique could apply across the curriculum. Thus, I present to you for admission to the degree of Professional Doctorate in Education in this university, Joan Leslie Rigg. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you for admission to the master's degree in this university the following candidates.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, I admit them to the master's degree in this university.
Heidi Mapley. Elise Bartiere. Victoria Bates. Karen Fitzpatrick. Michael Forbes. Raquel Chexera. Anna Senior. Anna Cuthbertson. Victoria Stacey Swale. Joanne Spike. Baljit Gandhi. Natalie Abel. Fenella Foskett. And Sarah McClelland. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, I present to you for admission to the bachelor's degree with honours in this university the following candidates.
By virtue of the authority invested in me, I admit them to the bachelor's degree with honours in this university.
Gulshan Ahmed. Sophie Aitchison. Danielle Aitken. Aisha Almari. Lauren Appleton. Rachel Appleton. Kirsty Atkinson. Josephine Austin. Caroline Baines. Lorraine Besson. Louis Beard. Salma Begum. Melissa Bell. Kelly Blackmore. Cheryl Bowery. Lindsay Bowles. Deirdre Bladley. Shenzana Pipotra. Lauren Brereton. Danielle Brogan. Gavin Brown. Lauren Brownbill. Lauren Burgess. Kira Byatt. Gemma Campbell. Louise Carmichael. Ellie Carpenter. Nicola Carter. Terry Chester. Chloe Chicochi. Leanne Clark. Julie Collins, Katie Connor, Ashley Cook, Ridmi Kumasaru, Claire Cooper, Alice Cornwell, Nicola Cotter, Amanda Courtney, Ruth Crane, Deborah Cross, Gemma Cunliffe, Shahida Darbar, Shauna Davenport, Chloe Davies, Danielle Davies, Chantal Dean, Samira Degamia, Natalie Diver, Claire Dixon, Lisa Donnelly, Claire Doonan, Jasmine Doran, Laura Dunn, Andrea Dunn, Carly Eatoff, Demi Fearon, Lindsay Forster, Gemma Foster, Gemma Fox, Edward Gallagher, Sally Garner, Colette Glennon, Sarah Granell, Amy Griffiths, and Kerry Gronow.
Lauren Hamilton, Yusra Harpua, Amy Hardell, Dina Hardman, Lily Harrison, Jennifer Heaton, Anna Hendren, Lauren Hilton, Victoria Hotnet, Emma Hook, Estelita Hopper, Sinead Houston, Victoria Howard, Aisha Hussain, Alicia Hutchinson, Alice Irwin Holland, Becky Jennings, Sarah Johnson, Grace Jones, Shelley Kali, Shanaz Kanmi, Nahid Kauza, Grace Kay, Kieran Kayani, Molly Kiley, Abby Kenny, Jade Kenyon, Sonia Kiani, Courtney Lathy, Stephen Lahan, Grace Lee, Michelle Lee, Kay Leeming, Rachel Leggett, Daniela Lennon, Emma Larigo, Abby Lewis, Michael Locke, Victoria Lord, Sophie McAllister, Michelle Macken, Kira McGinn, Paula Maines, Stephanie Makewell, Sarah Maxood, Aisling McLeese, Cheryl Marie MacArthur, Abby McCarthy, Keely McLaughlin, Julie McSherry, Laura Miller, Terry Miller, Lisa Milne, Kirsty Moon, Natalie Morris, Samantha Morris, Christopher Mosley Ferrero, Carly Murphy, Lisa Marie Murphy, Araji Naz, Lucy O'Brien, Hannah Omar, Megan Parker, Chloe Parsons, Beth Ann Payne, Alice Pickering, Samuel Platt, Beverly Pollett, Natasha Pownell, Katie Pratt Rice, Rebecca Prendergast, Sean Priestley, Emmy Prince, Amelie Quevedo, Natasha Ramtula, Kerry Reid, Alisa Jade Riley, Samantha Riley, Sophie Robinson, and Alexander Rhodes. Chloe Rossiter, Leslie Rostron, Joanne Rowley, Hannah Rubery, Chloe Ryder, Hannah Schofield, Claire Searson, Daniel Sellers, Safir Shahid, Paige Shelton, Jamila Sidat, Kelly Smith, Emma Stanley, Hannah Stevenson, Nicola Taylor, Pamela Toner, Emma Wallace, Sarah Walsh, Kerry Ward, Chloe Watson, Jessica Wattleworth, Shireen Weaver, Diane West, Lisa Whelan, Laura White, Natalie Whitehead, Emily Whitty, Kerry Widdowson, Nadia Williams, Lauren Wood, Vicky Wright, Emily Atkin, Jessica Chappell, Rachel Collins, Megan Davis, Jamie Fairclough, Joy Faulkner, Marie Gilligan, Amy Harrison, Tony Marie Harrison, Daniel Hart, Sophie Hives, Melissa Hughes, Lisa Johnson, Natasha King, Nicola Langton, Gemma London, Tom Martindale, Sophie McCoo, Katie O'Connor, Sadia Perev, Anna Robson, Andrew Rowe, Carleen Russell, Sarah Ryan, Jessica Stott, Eleanor Sebra, Kelly Tranter, Jessica Warburton, Sarah Barnes, Sarah Barton, Carly Beattie,
Hayley Biggs, Katie Brown, Kimberly Brown, Callum Butler, Lucy Catt, Diana Clark, Natalie Clifton, Laura Cole, Sophie Connolly, Nicola Cox, Jessica Crawford, Leah Creswell, Jessica Crockett, and Macy Croft.
Hannah Culling, Lauren Cossack, Sophie Davenport, Samantha Duffy, Katie Dunn, Anne Dunning, Victoria Evans, Shane Farrellini Trainer, Bethan Fernley, Emma Ferguson, Leanne Foster, Jessica Folks, Jasmine Gabrielle Perry, Jessica Garside, Sarah Gill, Kaylee Gillette, Caroline Gilman, Susie Gilsenon, Olivia Gingell, Katie Glenn, Catherine Graham, Rory Hall, Lucy Hamilton, Andrew Hare, Siri Harrison, Lily Hartley, Catherine Hawkins, Louise Helsby, Macy Haskett, Megan Hogan, Catherine Howell, Elizabeth Ings, Ben Jones, Lauren Jones, Lindsay Kelly, Louise Lambert, Sinead Lancaster, Shannon Leah, James Lee Hindley, Rebecca Linwood, Abby Lunt, Rosie Lynch, Jill Mackenzie, Rachel Martin, Ronia McBride, Teja McElroy, Hannah Millington, Bryony Milward, Alena Moffat, Carl Mulholland, Natasha Munro, Rebecca Maichaluscu, Olivia Newman, Elizabeth Nixon, Stevie O'Brien, Jennifer Ostrenica, Alexandra Purhorban, Emily Proud, Katie Russell, Laura Saunders, Nicola Scanlon, Rebecca Schofield, Abigail Seward, Haley Sharp, James Sharpless, Connor Simpson, Beth Sinclair, Lauren Smith, John Starkey, James Stenson, Laura Stilgo, Lucy Stiles, Emily Tucker, Kate Tyrer, Jessica Tyson, Emily Warko, Singa Walsh, Gemma White, Neve White, Olivia Wiles, Abigail Williams, Hannah Workman, Freya Wright, Varuz Imtiaz, and Leanne Yovert. Chancellor, I make application to you to confer the degrees listed on those candidates who have not been presented in person, but whose names appear in the program and who have indicated that they wish their degree to be conferred in their absence. I certify that they are worthy to receive those degrees, and I stand as proxy for them.
I admit them to those degrees, and I accept you as proxy. Okay. Please stand. I declare closed this congregation of the university. Go straight into the strength. Gratia Domini nostri Jesu Christi, et caritas Dei, et communicatio Sancti Spiritus, sit semper cum omnibus nobis. Amen.